Hey, greetings, creepers. This is Dr. Leech, the Leech Doctor from DailyNightmare.com, and it's nearly my birthday, so I'm going to be opening a birthday gift. And it's in one level, I know exactly what this is. This is something from my beloved daughter. It's uh, and I'll just start opening it as I keep talking. About 6 months ago, I had a little bit of a health worry, and I was hospitalized very briefly, and it was strange. But at the I had the realization that I just realized that well, now you're gonna have to get a cat, and I don't know what this meant. I certainly am not interested in having a pet. I am enjoying having a careless and footloose and fancy-free life where I can go away and not have to worry about feeding creatures. Not that I don't love having children. That was a great period of my life. Oh my gosh, this is turning so dark. Regardless, I don't know if I really wanted a cat, but I told my daughter this, and so she's gotten me the next best thing. This is imported from Canada, and it is, oh my god, lovingly wrapped. Oh wow! It is a domestic cat skull. I will hold it. I'm sure that's not coming in focus. How fearfully made, huh? She got it from Prehistoria, or the Skull Store. It's a place in Toronto. I follow them on Instagram. I think they're just having their 1 year anniversary this weekend, maybe next weekend. They're having all sorts of cool stuff, like I think like a magic act and like I don't know what else, puppets maybe. You should always have puppets. Yeah, if you're gonna have a party, you should always have puppets. I don't know if they're gonna have puppets. They should have puppets. You should have puppets. But what they do have is a phenomenal collection of bones from all sorts of creatures. They are on their way to developing a natural history museum. So they've got. I think the idea is they're going to have more live specimens too. But they have just a remarkable selection of display items of. Wow! Yeah, I took hundreds of photos when I was there over Christmas. All sorts of very, very cool specimens. They did some things in jars and stuff, but they've been around for a year. Prehistoria.ca and the skullstore.ca. There are, because we live in this wonderful world regulated by rules and laws, very strict rules about what you can bring between countries. Intriguing stuff, actually. Maybe I'll link to some of that in the show notes, but so I leveled with the dude and I said, hey, what actually can I bring back to the United States? And he said pretty much anything like a domesticated animal or anything like a farm animal. So I got some lamb skulls, which are the ones I got were slightly predated, so they were in the process of returning to the elements, which was indeed very magical. I've painted a couple of them, but. And they had this, a line of pig skulls, which are hard to look at for some reason. I find great affinity to pigs. I don't know why. And a whole bunch of cat skulls that are just so lovely. I mean, they are, like I said, fearfully made, aren't we? The ins and outs, these little bits of sculpture we have inside ourselves. Anyways, so my daughter put two and two together and got me a cat skull. Oh my gosh, remarkable stuff. That's about all I'm going to say. I bet you can order this stuff. There's at least some goodies they have at Prehistoria that they can ship anywhere. But they're experts. They're going to know this stuff. And I'm really intrigued to see what they're going to do in their next years, because I think they are developing a large collection of just remarkable items. They had a cave bear skull. They had huge bugs. That I'm a fan of bugs. I'm a fan of the insects. I'm a fan of well, I mean anything with a cool exoskeleton, frankly, or interior skeletons too. Like us. Hey, if you've got a skeleton, why don't you celebrate it today? That'll be the T-shirt for today's episode. Celebrate your skeleton. Until next time, this is Dr. Leech, the Leech Doctor from Daily Nightmare. Happy birthday.